Implementation of the Real Estate Act 2016, the Central Urban Development Ministry announced the draft rules. It's on the basis of these that the law will be implemented. But are home buyers happy? Have the rules taken the sting out of the act that was earlier lauded as a stringent piece of legislation that was expected to bring some relief to lakhs of distraught home buyers? Onitam Oja tells you all.
Passage of the much-awaited Real Estate Regulation and Development Act 2016 came as a huge relief to the lakhs of home buyers who have been waiting for years to move into their dream homes, some for over 5 years. The stringent provisions, like a jail term of up to 3 years for errant builders, was seen as a bold move. But the announcement of a compounding fine in the draft rules to escape the jail term seems to have taken the sting out of the act. Pay 10% of the estimated project cost and avoid jail. And here is what home buyers have to say.
I think we've been a little too quick to raise the high fives as far as the Real Estate Regulation Act is concerned. When the rules have come, especially in Chapter 2, related to the provisions of registration for ongoing projects as well as those new projects, they are the same. The government really needs to rethink, revisit and relook at the provisions for long pending projects.
The draft rules states that even real estate agents can avoid a jail term by paying up to 10% of the estimated cost of the plot, apartment or the building. Just that the builders and property dealers have to comply with the regulator or appellate tribunal's orders within 30 days. To ensure parity in delay penalty payment clause, State Bank of India's prime lending rate plus 2% will form the basis for the interest rate for builder and buyer. Penalty payment has to be made within 45 days.
Government is under tremendous pressure from the builders lobby as far as the existing projects are concerned. They should have given special thrust area on this. The act has come seeing the plight of the home buyers, which is for last 10 years the way people are suffering, and unless and until the home buyers are given specific release under this act, the act will have no meaning and people will be thoroughly disappointed.
The initial euphoria and excitement seems to have taken a backseat for the home buyers, and they seem to be a worried lot yet again. Are developers breathing a sigh of relief?
Care must be taken to see that nobody is misusing this act, because even a developer with a very genuine intent who is executing his project in the right spirit may be coerced with the threat of imprisonment or penalty into maybe even paying a bribe to stay away from this particular clause. So this is, though in many cases it could be right also, but in many cases it could be misused. So this 10%, it should be up to 10%, not 10% of the project cost.
The rules also states that the developer will have to provide information under 60 heads, such as profile of the developer, track record of promoter, details of past or ongoing litigations relating to the developer's real estate projects, apartment and garage related details, location, details of registered agents and consultants, development plans, financials of the promoter, status of project along with that of approvals, contact details, copies of legal title deed, details of encumbrances to the regulatory authority. The developer has to update his project website within 7 days from the expiry of each quarter.
With the central government diluting the rules, the states have a carte blanche to do so even more. At the end of it, a teethless RERA is all that the buyers might end up with. In New Delhi, Onitam Oja, NDTV.